Just the other day, I had the opportunity to sit down with eight-figure marketer Dave Sharpe, and we discussed some really cool things that you're going to see in this video. So this video is the replay of that conversation. It's going to be a great training. You're going to get some major golden nuggets here. And most specifically, we're going to talk about how you can get started quickly, even if you don't have a list or a following or anything, by leveraging some unique opportunities that are available right now. But more importantly, as we get a little further into the call, we're going to discuss how you could take those quick wins and that low-hanging fruit and then parlay that by using an omnipresence approach so you can create a massive business online. This is a great call. I know you're going to get a ton of great information out of this one. Enjoy the interview.
All right, my friends, this is Dave Sharpe. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary. We do this every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, and we're going to get right into that juicy part of the steak today. I am excited about the guest that we have on this morning, and we're going to talk about some really interesting stuff. All right. So now is the time to tune in, to focus, to tune out all of the other distractions, because you're going to get a lot of value. I know from this call, we're focused, we're prepared. And if you have somebody who you can think of, or maybe you think somebody might benefit from some positive value, some free thinking, marketing strategy, and entrepreneurial wisdom, then hit the share on this. And of course, drop us a comment down below and let us know. Good morning, good night, wherever you are in the world. Let's get some engagement going down there below. We've got a great guest, and I want to show as much love as possible to this guy, as I'm going to twist his arm today to get him to spill as many secrets as he possibly can. So with that being said, let's get a drum roll going. Brian Brewer, what up, my brother?
Hey, what's going on, Dave? Thanks for having me on here today.
Hey, man, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. You are coming from Texas, right?
We're in Texas. Yep. We're in Plano, Texas, to be specific, just about 20 minutes north of Dallas. I've been here about, I guess we moved here in 2015 from Southern California.
Nice. All right. So first and foremost, you have been an affiliate marketer since 2016 full time. You have promoted and do promote lots of stuff. You're a 2X Gold affiliate as promoting our products here. So just to give people some context, Brian's got some results. He's been doing this for a long time. Quite frankly, I mean, 4 years is like, it's like 40 years. It's like dog years, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've actually been doing it since 2012, but I have been full time. That's when I quit my job in 2016, and that staying power is crazy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like 4 years in internet marketing is like 40 years at a regular job out there. So
I think you're right.
Okay, so you've got some lasting power. And if we asked you, hey, what would you title this show for people? You said quick wins in playing the long game in digital marketing. So, I mean, that's what I want to talk about with you today. I read a little bit about your story and kind of where you came from, but briefly tell us what you did before this and how you got into internet marketing.
Yeah. So before this, I went to Michigan State University, did the 4-year plan in 5 years, graduated, but didn't really know what I wanted to do. And for context, this was 2003. So I went to the restaurant business, make quick money. I thought maybe someday I'd open a restaurant. Long story short, I met my now wife in Michigan, where we were living at the time. We sold everything, went on a little journey, and took 2 suitcases to Portland, Oregon. So we lived there for 4 years, working in the restaurant business. That's where we got married. When we got pregnant with our first child, we thought the most reasonable thing to do would be quit our jobs and move to Southern California. So we did that. And both of our children were born in San Diego at Mercy Hospital, still in the restaurant business. But after my daughter was born in 2012, I did that quintessential search, how to make money online or how to make $100 a day online, because we weren't struggling. Our needs were met, but when you have children and you live in Southern California, chances are you're going to need more always. And B, I wanted to be there for the dance recitals or the softball or the horse riding lessons or whatever it was. And that's just really not the reality of the restaurant business. It's great. I loved it, but it takes a lot of your time and it takes you away at key times. So that's when I did the search, how to make money online. And after going through the process, I came across affiliate marketing, and it made sense to me because I didn't have to invest a couple $1,000s in creating products. I could start basically with what I had, and I went it full force. And I learned how to do product review blogs. I learned skills like SEO, and it was just a natural evolution. Then in 2015, we moved to the Dallas area to be closer to family.
Now, when did that start? Just so I know when you started.
The initial affiliate marketing. Yeah, I remember the date specifically, believe it or not. It was October 12th of 2012. It was 2 days after my wife's birthday.
Okay.
So that stuck in my mind. Is like, okay, cool. I got to sit down and do this. And I sat down on my dining room table, and I opened my little $250 laptop or whatever I had at the time. And I started, I started working. Yep. And, I had about an hour and a half a day where my daughter was napping. I wasn't at work at the restaurant. My wife was napping. So I was like, cool, this is my time. 6 or 7 days a week. I'm just going to sit down, hammer this out, figure it out. And I'm going to keep going until I make it or I die trying. So that's kind of the start of the whole thing. And then it's an evolution, just like everything else. You learn, you adapt, you go from there.
So looking back on that now, what would you have done differently? Or do you think that the evolution and the speed was exactly that you couldn't have sped anything up? I mean, it's sometimes there's two ways of looking at this, but obviously if you could go back and give yourself some advice when you were first starting, what would you say?
Yeah, there's a couple of things. Definitely experiment, obviously, know that you're going to fail, but when you do find a little bit of success, definitely double up, triple up, quadruple up, 10x up on what's working. Looking back, I wish I could have accelerated my process by reaching out to other people and mentors. I was kind of self-taught. I always say, money just accelerates the process. So I wish maybe I would have been a little more apt to invest in accelerating the process. But the bottom line is I had a family, and it was my situation at the time. So, I think the time that I invested and the time that it took, it really couldn't necessarily have been any other way, but that's my story. And that's the way it goes.
I think also for me, putting money into something makes me more accountable to it as well. It's sort of like being a free member of a gym versus putting down, I don't know, $20 a month is not that much. That's actually enough to just say, I'm not worried about $20 a month.
Right.
But when you prepay, say, for example, for training sessions or, personal training sessions, now you've got some accountability. You've got somebody waiting there. You've got some money. So have you used money at all as a tool to become accountable in your business, to be more, to attach yourself more in any way? Have you ever used it as that sort of a tool?
So what I've always done, even in the beginning when I didn't have a whole lot of money, I've always invested back into the business. So when I first started, first thing I did when I first started making those first commissions, like those holy crap moments where you finally actually see money come in, whether it was $100 or whatever, I reinvested that back into website hosting. And then that started generating, that I reinvested into autoresponders. And as time goes on, you just reinvest. And a lot of times it's been software. But as I started taking this affiliate marketing thing more seriously, and I looked to go from the point where, hey, here's an extra $2 to $3 grand a month, which is cool, but I want to take this seriously, which was really 2016. Then it was like, okay, cool. I'm going to invest in the products that I'm promoting. I'm going to learn the products I'm promoting. One of my first really big wins as an affiliate marketer, like life-changing money, was with an e-commerce platform. A very popular one. I don't know if I should say the name, but the bottom line is they have an affiliate program. And when people sign up, I get a cut of the monthly recurring revenue.
Yeah.
And I didn't just promote the product though. I opened my store. I
Right.
ran Facebook ads. I treated it like a case study, and that investment of creating and actually doing, I mean, that it paid for itself. I mean, literally 10,000 times over with the amount of money I made in that first big win.
Yeah. So what do you mean when you say small wins in playing the big game, or excuse me, playing the long game?
Yeah, quick wins and playing the long game. Sure, absolutely. So eventually you're going to get to a point, I think, where you finally settle in on something like, cool, this is my thing. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to invest. And at that point, whether it be something like affiliate marketing or anything, at that point, it's time to go all in. And that's going to be the difference maker. And whatever that means to you is great for you, but it's time to go all in. So quick wins and playing the long game. I'm always looking for new opportunities as a digital marketer to attack a pressure point or apply leverage. So for a perfect example, TikTok right now, huge, crazy organic reach. You better believe I'm on there a couple times a day at least, posting my TikToks. I don't dance, but I'm always trying to get that leverage. So that's a quick win, right? And then when you find something that's working, you find a style that's working, you double down, you triple down. And I do a couple of things with that. So obviously I'm going to try to generate leads for my affiliate marketing campaigns. But the other thing I'm doing is I'm thinking long-term, and I'm thinking, okay, let's take that low-hanging fruit. Let's take that traffic that's accessible, that organic reach that is crazy right now that we're just not going to see again, maybe anytime soon, if ever at all. And let's invest that into not only generating leads, but let's seed a YouTube channel, because the YouTube channel that can sustain a business. And if you continue to show up on that YouTube channel and you continue to provide value to your audience, that's going to take you to the stratosphere in some cases. Whereas TikTok, probably not going to sustain your business 100%. Now, when I say sustain your business, I don't mean that you shouldn't invest in advertising. That's another story. But the bottom line is, what can you do to use that low hanging for those quick wins to do something that establishes you for the long term? Because the bottom line is people are paying attention. People are watching you, and a majority of the people are not buying from you on day 1 or day 6 or day 12. One arm of my business, if you will, is private coaching and group coaching. So when I get into those private coaching and group coaching programs, that's me interacting with people one-on-one. It takes the automation out of it. It's great. I get to know people. We work through their problems and solve their problems and build their businesses. But that gets me an opportunity to really learn these folks. And 9 times out of 10, when I get to know these people who are in my group coaching or private coaching programs, it's like, man, I've been following you since 2017. I've been following you since 2019. I've never purchased anything from you, but all of a sudden they're paying me $350 or $3,000. Right? It becomes down to, it's not when they're going to buy something from you, or it's not if they're going to buy something from you, it's when they're going to buy something from you. So that's kind of my philosophy on quick wins, low hanging fruit opportunity, but playing the long game as well.
Yeah, TikTok and YouTube is a great analogy of that. You weave those together brilliantly with that explanation, because TikTok you're not going to get rich overnight off of, but you can get a huge jolt of electricity into your business, into your veins, and
Absolutely.
which could get you excited. I mean, if you're somebody who's never gotten 100 views on a video and you've been posting to YouTube for a year, which if that's the case, then you really need to take a look at your content, right?
Right.
We can't coddle people. Like, we need to be
Right.
direct and tell you that if something that you're doing is not working after a year, don't stop doing it, just adjust it, So I want to be super clear about that. But yeah, TikTok, you go on, you post a random video, holy crap, it gets 10,000 views. It's like, oh my gosh, this is real. It's like somebody who goes fishing for a month and catches pinfish, and then all of a sudden on the 31st day lands a huge bass or a huge snook.
Yeah.
Great analogy. So I noticed that you have done both blogging, and at that time you were promoting Amazon products. And I'm not a huge fan of e-commerce in Amazon, and the reason why is because and I don't care if you mentioned the platform. I'm thinking it was probably Shopify or something that
That's
you were
correct.
talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, I like to try to be. I like to. I'm not here to try to hide anything or promote propaganda. It's just like the reason why I don't promote that and have never got into that is because it's complicated, it's complex, the margins are really low on that kind of stuff, and I mean, it's like a full-fledged business. It's it's not as easy as just selling digital products or selling somebody else's digital products. I mean, we can turn this video right here into a course if we want to and sell it for $27. You know what I mean? So when that clicks with people how easy that is, you go back and you look at physical product stuff. There was a reason why I got into digital products in the first place, is because I didn't want to have anything to do with physical stuff. You know what I mean? So, but I noticed that you have done blogging and creating niche sites, and you were promoting Amazon products. So you were basically doing niche blog marketing, but you were just doing it for products on Amazon. So it was affiliate marketing, niche blogging. Are you still doing? I'm interested in that. I've never really been a huge. I've been a copywriter, but not a content writer. But I'm just interested in it right now, and I'm interested in beginning to potentially teach that and bring in some experts to teach that. We already focus on video marketing. We all know the clear power of YouTube. It's obvious, but I think that niche blogging is it's a different animal. It's a bit more complex, but it provides the same potential results of long-term passive traffic flow. And that really is the holy grail in this business, is creating something passively. So tell me a little bit about your experience with niche blogging, and if you're still doing it today, and what your opinions are on it.
Absolutely. So niche blogging, it works. It does work. You have to be patient with it. I have, to be honest, gotten away from it because I believe in the power of video, that opportunity to make that connection and play long term. Now, that being said, if you're not comfortable with video, start
Yeah.
somewhere. Start with
Right, and
blogging,
that's
right?
what I'm thinking of, is speaking to that audience who is not comfortable on video, but I like to be able to give them, and they're not particularly social, going out and I want to give them something that's more than just posting value post in a news feed that's eventually going to go away and is not going to doesn't have that potential to rank and create passive long-term results.
Yeah, and just to kind of really sum it up, I think, and make it as simple as possible, get in front of search. That's really been the key to my exponential growth, if you will, or my passive income, because it's just getting in front of search. Search, when you get in front of discovery, great things happen. It's that
Define
passive
that. I don't
income.
think there's some people that might not know what you're talking about with that. Get in front of search.
Get in front of search. So absolutely. So when we're talking about niche blogging, for instance, you are going to create this blog. You're going to create articles, blog posts, if you will, that get in front of search. It probably answers a question. So say, for instance, someone might go to Google and say, I've heard about Legendary Marketer. What is it? So they might type in, what is Legendary Marketer? Or they might type in, what products does Legendary Marketer offer? So a blog post would be the 12 products that Legendary Marketer is currently offering, and then detailing that in your blog post. So when people are searching, so say I was writing that blog post, no one's searching for Brian Brewer. No one cares what Brian Brewer thinks about Legendary Marketer, but they care about what products Legendary Marketer offers because that's what they're searching. So let's get in front of that search. Let's create the authority piece on the products that Legendary Marketer offers. Or maybe we turn it into the 5 products that I bought from Legendary Marketer that changed my life, to add a little intrigue and give your unique angle on it. But the bottom line is we have to get in front of search when nobody knows who we are. And the same thing for YouTube as well. If you're
Right.
starting a brand new YouTube channel, nobody cares what you had for breakfast. Nobody cares how much money you made or didn't make, but they care about what they care about. They care about how to start affiliate marketing. They care about how to do high ticket affiliate marketing. They're interested in legendary marketer. Those are questions people are asking. And so that's the kind of content we want to create, whether it's a blog or a YouTube channel. We want to get in front of those queries so we get discovered. And at that point, there is no way to get in front of quote unquote cold traffic with search. If someone's searching for information on legendary marketer, then they're interested in legendary marketer and the training that they provide. So if you can get in front of that search, then 80% of the work's already done for you. The masses have educated the consumer. You're just getting them at the point where they're going to say, hey, they're going to go ahead and take an action. And that's the key. And that's what's so great about getting in front of search.
Yeah. Whereas you're not going to get that that's the difference between these platforms, and understanding how platforms work is really key. Like, what benefit does Facebook have besides every time I get on, I immediately regret it? Well, the benefit that it has is that I can cultivate a community inside of a group. That's a benefit that Facebook has. Another benefit that Facebook has is I can cultivate a social circle that I could offer value in my post, and they might reach out to me and ask me what I'm selling, or I might give them a call to action to private message me. But nobody, when they are interested in how to make money on YouTube or how to even make money on Facebook, they don't go to Facebook to search that. That's the key. That's the difference between Facebook and Google. Whereas when you want to know something, you ask Google, basically, and YouTube is owned by Google. They've got the search market down pat, and that typically is where the buyers are, because they're searching something specific, and when they may not find it right away, but they might watch Tom's video, Dick's video, Harry's video, and then all of a sudden over on the right hand side of the recommended videos, Brian's video comes up, and they're like, okay, this guy explained it clearly. I get it. I'm going to click the link in his description. And essentially, you ended up being the fourth video that the person watched. And that's the magic of it. You're typically not going to get that sort of evergreen exposure on Instagram. You're not going to get it on Facebook unless somebody shares your stuff. So understanding how the platforms work is really key. Are you all in basically with video? So you're doing TikTok and you're doing YouTube at this point. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, and the reason is to establish that connection. So you brought up a couple of cool things that I want to talk about, just to kind of hopefully give some insight here. First of all, you mentioned about YouTube, how they're going to watch video 1 from Tom, and then video 2 from Dick, video 3 from Harry, and you're number 4, and boom, okay, now you win. That's what's so great about promoting products that have a buzz. So I always promote products that have a buzz. I don't believe in saturation. I think that's a benefit because masses are educating the market. That takes so much pressure off of me. When I'm selling my courses, I have to educate and overcome objections, whereas the market's doing that when you get in front of a product that has buzz, like a Shopify, like a ClickFunnels, all those things where there's a lot of buzz in the market. That's a great thing. Now, getting in front of search, we talked about, you can show up, you can get discovered. So that's a great way to get that evergreen traffic. But then what do you do with that evergreen traffic? You multiply it. That's when you invite people into your Facebook community. You create that Facebook group, and creating those Facebook groups, Facebook wants people in those groups, because when people are in those groups, they're engaged, they're spending more time on Facebook. Facebook likes that. Plus, they can get more data on these users, which then they can sell to advertisers. So Facebook will promote your group to like-minded people. But no one's going to join your Facebook group with 0 members. So you have to get discovered before you can invite people into your Facebook group, so you can seed your Facebook group, so you can expand. The same kind of concept is with using TikTok to seed your YouTube channel. The more views that your YouTube video gets, if they come from TikTok, then YouTube understands, okay, these are the type of people who might like this video. Then they're going to share your video with those type of people. And that's how you grow, because there's not some guy sitting behind a YouTube desk saying, this guy's video is good, let's go ahead and send it out, right? It's all algorithms. It's all machine learning and stuff like that. So yeah, and it's about those conversion multipliers, those touch point multipliers. Like we briefly talked about advertising as a strategy. I might generate my traffic with YouTube, but when they hit my bridge page or what have you, then you better believe that they're pixeled and I'm retargeting them with Facebook ads. That's a multiplier, right? I'm not necessarily running cold traffic on Facebook, but I'm hitting them at that touch point over and over and over again because people are on Facebook 18 times a day. They might only go on YouTube once. So like you said, it's all about using what the platform will give you. Don't try to take something that's not available, but leverage what's available.
You just dropped a major nugget, and I want to dig on that for a second. I don't think people realize how much you can do by just focusing on one channel. You can actually become omnipresent by focusing just on one channel. I teach this a little bit in an omni branding formula product, to where you create one piece of content and then you just basically micro blade that up, if you will, and then you disperse it out to multiple platforms. But yeah, you can basically become omnipresent from just essentially starting with a TikTok. If you go back to the original place of where you're creating your content from, you're starting on TikTok, growing that YouTube channel, seeding that YouTube channel, of course, posting long form quality content on your YouTube channel, with lots of little micro burst content on TikTok that's seeding your YouTube channel. Plus, you're also getting some momentum from your YouTube channel. On your YouTube videos, sending people to a bridge page, right? Which is the entry door to your affiliate marketing funnel. When they land on that, all of a sudden, there's your Facebook advertising pixel that you're retargeting people on Facebook. And those clicks are ideally going to convert a lot higher and a lot cheaper because the traffic already knows you, rather than advertising on Facebook to cold traffic. So now all of a sudden, and I would assume you said this because it's what you're doing, all of your energy is going into that good quality video content. You're not screwing around over here on Facebook. You're not screwing around over here on Instagram. You're not screwing around over here on Twitter. You're not screwing around over here on whatever other stuff is going on. You're just focused on that one channel, and you're building a TikTok following, a YouTube following or subscriber base, an email list, and you're retargeting those people on Facebook. You could retarget them on Instagram. You could even retarget them from Google. You could go to like AdRoll or AdWords and retarget people. So, boy, there's a strategy. There's a nugget right there.
And let's just expand on that one more step. And I don't know if a lot of people necessarily realize this, because it took me a long time to figure this out. But when you create content on YouTube, don't worry about building your subscriber base. That happens as a result of giving good content. Don't worry necessarily about your views. If you're not getting any, maybe you should adjust, as you said. That's accurate. But the bottom line is focus on attracting the right people for the right offer. Because when you do so, then you can simply run YouTube ads to everyone who's viewed one of your videos. So if you're attracting people who are already on the fence for whatever you're promoting, and then you send YouTube videos to them, at that point, you rarely have to even worry about your budget, because you'll spend as much as you can based on the amount of people who've reached you.
Yeah, we got a lot of YouTubers who have underutilized the opportunity to retarget and to run the ads like you just described. So why'd you get involved with Legendary? Here's my shameless plug for our community. Tell us, just before we bring this plane in for a landing, what value you saw here as an experienced marketer, somebody who has seen a lot of things, why you decided to plant a flag here at Legendary, lock arms with us, promote our products, be a part of our community. You're here contributing, and we appreciate that. So what did you see in us?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll speak of this, just from the affiliate side of it, if that's okay.
Sure.
We as the affiliates, I believe, have all the leverage. And what I mean by that is there are more affiliate programs than affiliate marketers out there, or at least there are more affiliate programs than good affiliate marketers. So my efforts, my traffic, my money, I want that to go to good use. So first of all, I'm looking for programs that convert. Let's be honest. I'm not going to send my traffic to a program that doesn't convert. Okay. That's the first key. The second key is I mentioned that buzz. Okay. I'm not going to promote some no-name product and spend a majority of my time educating the consumer. So when I see buzz in the market, that signals to me, here's an opportunity. Let's get in with these people. And third, kind of my mission as a content creator is I think back to getting that belief, that first commission that I made, and that getting that belief changed everything for me. And then once I learned how to kind of duplicate the system, even if it was a long time before I got to the system that is my current system that allowed me to quit my job and all that stuff, it was learning that there is a process and you can repeat it. And it starts with that first commission. So I want to help people make their first commission. Someone else can help them become a multimillionaire down the road, but I want to help people get started the right way. And I saw the community with Legendary Marketer growing. I saw people seeing results for the first time ever. And so that fit with my mission perfectly. It just came together. It was like, okay, cool. I'm on this because I only promote like 1 to 2 offers at any given time. Maybe, there's some, ancillary offers that kind of make sense. But really, I only promote 1 to 2 offers at a time. And so I'm very selective with who I work with. And, just to be 100% transparent, I jumped on and I started going to Legendary heavily more lately. And I'm bullish on ClickFunnels. And those two are because if you're going to be a marketer, you need a website. And I was WordPress for 7 years. And then I switched over to ClickFunnels and I'm happy I did. So, it's just a good fit between the two. So I've just been really happy. The community is great, supportive, and people are seeing results. They're getting good training. And that's what's important.
Yep. No, it is, man. It is. I've been doing this for a long time, and it's always been about that brand new person, man. It's always been about that first dollar for me. That's the most important one. A guy like you, it's like, you're not my target. You're not my target mission. You're my target partner. Let's go out and help people. Sure, dude. You want to lock arms? Cool. I'm going to do it with or without you. I mean, because I've been doing it for, you know what I mean? So I mean, that's just my thing. That's just my thing. I've just been about helping somebody make their first dollar. I think it's because the way that it impacted me was the same way it impacted you. You know what I mean? Like I got that first dollar. It was actually $2.50. And I was like, I'm going to get rich, dude.
Life changing, right?
I was like, I'm going to get rich. I was like, I'm going to disconnect from the matrix and I am never looking back. I'm going to work with who I want to work with, how I want to work, where I want to work, when I want to work. And that's the culture that we have here at Legendary, which is actually rather refreshing. It's not just a sweatshop factory who's promoting living the dream. In other words, we're not preaching the dream, living the nightmare. We're actually have a super freedom-based culture, both as a team here at Legendary with 25 plus people. And we are hopefully, I think, helping a lot of people do that as well. We're not able to track everybody's results. We have a whole lot of people, particularly in our blueprints group, who are posting every day, made my first commission, made my first $100, etc. So thanks for helping us on that mission, dude. Obviously we have a lot of the same values in terms of our businesses, why we do this. And that's refreshing. I'm glad that we have it. It tells me that we're doing the right thing to attract people like you. So thanks.
Hey, my pleasure. Thank you. And you're doing it the right way. You're teaching the tactics, the skills that, if someone 2 years from now, they move on from Legendary Marketer, they're going to come away with skills that are going to help them for the rest of your life, because you're not in the business you're in. You're in the business of marketing the business that you're in. So it's a good place to start.
All right, man. Well, promise me you'll come back and keep us posted on your discoveries, because it's always a test, man. It's always
Absolutely. Yeah, my pleasure. Anytime. Thanks for having me on. Thanks for everyone who tuned in. I know I invited a few people. I saw some of the comments. So just great to be on. Looking forward to continue working with you, and reach out anytime, Dave.
All right, dude. You're a rock star, man. Thanks. All right, guys. Drop us a comment if you are loving and digging what Brian gave to us today. He's an awesome member of our community and a true legend, man. A true legend. So, guys, join us every day, at least Monday through Friday, every day. By every day, I mean 5 days a week, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Wake up, legendary. This is Dave Sharpe. Do me a favor. Today, be legendary. All right. See ya.